Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally. I have been missing in action. You know, life happens sometimes, guys. And wanting to make sure that I followed up with you with the Career Revamp Series. This is part 3.1. Herein lies the fact that depending on what direction you decide to go, once you have... By the way, before I even go any further, did you do part 1 or part 2? I'm following up. It's my fault. As y'all can tell, there's a little bit of difference. Yeah, the locks has gone and the big chop has happened. But I digress. All right. Wanting to make sure that you guys have the information you need to get started if your route. Remember, the first part is figuring out where you are right now. Second part is, okay, based on what you want, you kind of, illustrate in the pieces what talents you already have, what skills you already have, what information you already know, what knowledge base you already have, things of that nature. And now in part 3.1, if you decided, remember in part 2, we said if you decided to go the business owner route or the entrepreneurial route, then you would have on some other pieces in step 3. This is where we're going. We're going to go into 3.2 if you decide to go the career, college, or trade route to work for a company instead of developing a company of your own. All right, so remember, part 3.1, let me write it up here so you guys can see it. 3.1 of the series cannot work if you don't do part 1 or part 2, okay? Just so you're aware, part 2. Okay, so just want to make that poster notice there. All right, so I want to make sure you guys have an idea here. If you're going to go the business owner track or the business owner route, you want to also figure out what type of business systems you want to use for this business. Let's say, for example, you said, well, okay, I have a knowledge base in insurance sales. Let's say you want to either open up your own insurance agency. Now, when doing so, you're going to need a few things. And we're going to start with what kind of business system you're going to use, because based on the business system you use, then it's going to determine what kind of marketing strategy and sales and the customer base, what type of insurance are you going to be selling, or what kind of insurance you're going to be incurring, with how many employees you're going to have. All of that is based on the business system that you have in place. As far as a customer base, I'm using the example of a, let's say, life insurance or health insurance then. So let's say, for example, you're going to go to business owner track and you're going to open up your own insurance agency. Your customer base is going to be wide if it's life insurance and health insurance. Everybody got life, everybody wants better health. So your customer base is wide. You can niche down and narrow down based on what it is that you want to go into. For most states in the US of A, you are most likely going to need a specific license and some permits based on the state, based on the county, and based on the city that you live in. Do your homework and do your research in this area. Of course, measuring data points. When you use a business system, business systems come with measuring and evaluating and seeing in what process, what is your operating system? How do you operate? If all of what I'm saying sounds foreign or you're not sure, there is a reference called the E-Myth, the book called the E-Myth Revisited, that was very helpful in explaining what a business system is, how you would set up a business to systematize it, and also have that as part of the business process. Business systems and business process, I'm going to actually have the link below for the E-Myth Revisited book. If you're not familiar with it, get familiar with it. If you're planning on going the business owner track, that is definitely a resource you absolutely need. As far as what your business systems are, then that will definitely help you to figure out, number one, what kind of business system is needed for the example I'm using, insurance agency. Now, marketing and strategies. For, let's say you're going to have an agency that sells life insurance or health insurance. What kind of marketing are you going to be using? Are you going to be using online marketing, offline marketing? How are you going to get these leads? This is where your marketing strategy is going to feed into sales. And if you do not have sales, you do not have a business. So how are you going to source using the marketing strategies to provide you with the right leads? You may have to pay for some leads because a lot of insurance agencies do that. You may have to use live methods, online methods, whatever marketing strategy that you find. If you use one and one doesn't work, you use another one. That will feed in. That's actually going to feed the business. You market the business. Through marketing, you get leads, and leads are supposed to lead to sales. At the end of the day, if you don't have this, you will not have a customer base. Which is why marketing strategies and getting leads and sales comes before having a customer base. Because in order for you to get a customer base, you need to do these things first. Now, we did talk about licensing and permits. Depending on if you're operating an insurance agency at home or in an actual physical office, from what I understand, depending on the rules of your state, county, city, make sure, or your municipality or however, or depending on what it's zoned as in your particular state and area, find out what, for a particular agency, let's say we're using the insurance agency as an example. That agency itself is going to need insurances to cover any liabilities they may have. For example, if you have an insurance agency, you're still going to need insurance like errors and omissions, possibly because you're writing insurance policies. Depending on how much risk you're taking on, you may need general liability coverage. Of course, when you get employees, you may have to give them, they may have to get insurance themselves. So just find out for the particular business that you're going to start, what's required. For an insurance agency, you're definitely going to need errors and omissions, and general business insurance. Okay? So this is just an idea. And of course, whatever you're doing, depending on what business system you're using, you definitely want to have measuring data points. What type of marketing is most suitable? You have to track, meaning measuring data points. You have to track everything. You have to track what marketing is working, what marketing is not. If you're going to be a business owner, marketing strategies and obtaining leads is the lifeblood of your business. So I'm talking a lot of business ownership stuff, and this is a career channel. If this is a career route you're looking to go, or you're looking for help as far as how to structure that, or how to help you put it together a little bit more, definitely I can help you. Definitely you can go to my resource and we can work together or have a session together by going to mentorshelley.com/services/career strategies. I'll have a link below for that as well. I want you guys to succeed. And of course, I'm also going to talk about in 3.2, not the business owner track, but the official career track. So if you're going to go the business route, then all of these things that we went through are going to be extremely important. All right, guys, take care. And of course, we're going to be looking up for 3.2 of the Career Revamp Series. I am sorry it took me so long to respond. It just family issues, not family issues, but had a death in the family, had to go out of town, came back, kind of got myself together, and now we're back. All right, guys, take care. This is Mentor Shelley, wanting to make sure that you become a better version of yourself professionally, whether you start on a new career track, enhance the one you have, or start your own enterprise. All right, guys, take care. I see you in 3.2. Bye.